Black light. How to treat a black woman. This is part 2 of that series. The black woman. 11. How to treat a, well, no, the black woman. 12, really. How to treat a black woman. And this is gonna be part 2 of that. Let's say it like that. But actually, it's just how the black woman 12. I'm trying to categorize it, but no need to. Let's get right into it. I'm gonna throw this word at you: being, B-E-I-N-G, being, human being, supreme being. What does being mean? So if we say supreme being, does that necessarily apply to humans? Or can that apply to a celestial body? See, when you get into the word God, or when you get into that word Allah, you're talking about degrees. Everything has a degree to it, has a number to it, applied to it, including man. Some things are greater than others. There's nothing actually equal. You see? And this is where we lose direction at. So you could say the supreme being could even be talking about the sun. The sun is a being. The moon, the stars, certain bodies. And all of it's a part of us. We got suns in us. Whatever's out in the universe is in us. So now, dudes getting off into this X, Y chromosome, and all like that. But I'm talking about the woman before the XY chromosome, or the X, or the chromosomes. I'm talking about woman before the chromosomes. So we're talking about the feminine principle now. The feminine principle. The masculine principle. The electromagnetic force. The electromagnetic force, which make up man and woman. So I'm not going to get off into that. We're going to get right back into the black woman and how to treat her. During slavery, the Caucasian pulled the black woman out the fields into his house, into his household, and she became a mammy. And plus, she was his second wife, really. And sex object. But what was he doing? He was getting the black woman close to himself, close to his wife, raising his children. They were sucking on the mammy's titty. So she developed a fondness to the children and to the wife and to him. And he would impregnate her. That's when light-skinned niggas came about. Yellow brothers came about. you know, and by her being close to the master, and the yellow brother being the son of the master, she wanted him to have special privileges. You see? So that's how he got to our woman. And this broke the man's will, you know. The man couldn't do nothing. He couldn't protect his family. You know, the black man, he couldn't do nothing. He couldn't protect his family, you know, and he had to do the master's bidding if he wanted to live or see his family again or whatever. His family was held hostage. His sons was held hostage, whatever. And they separated them. Now, this went on for maybe a century, man, or two. We talking about 400 years of conditioning, mental conditioning, to break the willpower of the black man and black woman. Fast forward up today. We start developing, by us being close to him, we start developing, taking on the ways of him, speaking his language, taking the ways of him. And then he introduced Jesus as being the Son of God. You know, put his face on the money, put his face everywhere you go, all in the TV, all you see is him, Superman, Superwoman, white. They the ones with the special powers. You know, everything is white. The ancient Kemites was white. Everybody was white. You know, this is working on your mental conditioning. Now, he's breaking all the laws as he go of the universe, but he's making his laws. So you can't break. He don't care about the laws of the universe. He just care about his laws. He don't want you to break his laws, because his laws might be slightly different from the universal laws, which we made, comes from us on that higher level, on that higher degree, in the mental aspect of our beings, the electromagnetic aspect. See, remember, everything has intelligence. Everything has intelligence. The atom has intelligence. There's always something going on with the atom. How the atom know to bond with this other atom to make up iron, to bond with this other atom to make up hydrogen? You see, everything in the universe is mental. You see? So, but the Caucasian knows this, but he figured he could beat, you know, he figured he more higher than the universe. That's his ego, you know. He have a hell of a, he the one that with the ego, you know. The black man and black woman start developing ego after hanging around the Caucasian. So now we, by us being around the Caucasian man, talking about the black man, we start adopting his ways of doing things, thinking, and treating our woman. Now, we're going to fast forward up until when I was coming up. I was born in 1946. And the brothers was going into the war. Just came back from World War II. My father, he was in the army. You know, he told me how they treated him in the army. You know, and how they talked to him. He couldn't do nothing, back to him. But we started treating our woman just like that. On The Color Purple, Danny Glover, he had a little land, he got the big head, and started treating his woman like the Caucasian, would treat her. That's why brothers didn't like that. He started raping his daughters, acting just like the Caucasian. That frequency, we was in that, we had adopted his frequency, a lower frequency. Because over in Africa, you had women walking around with their breasts out. We wouldn't rape them. Now, the woman could just wear a mini skirt, and we practically rape them, with everything. So it's a mental conditioning that we went through. And at the same time, the black woman identified with the Caucasian woman, and she went through a mental conditioning because she wanted to be treated like the white woman by the white man. She didn't care about how her brother treated, how the black man treated. He wanted the white man to treat her like he did his woman. And she was always an outside woman, outside looking in, see. So we're going to get into how to break this cycle of how to treat our woman and treat our daughters in the up and coming videos. Now that I laid the format or the foundation or the grounds of my perspective and how to do that. See, we always had a science on how to mate. We had a science on how to court, how to date. We had a science on how to raise our children. Imhotep wrote books on this. Imhotep, he was a physician. Study up on Imhotep. They won't say he was white, but he was black. Some say he was a pygmy. But I'm not going. It's too late for me to start in on how to treat her. So I'm just laying the foundation for it. So on the next video, look forward to the next video, and we're gonna break into the science of first how to raise a god and a goddess. All right, how to make a god and a goddess. Black Light out.